Telepathy Tapes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's so educational, too, because they talk about science since, like, I'm going to totally butcher this, but, like, the 1800s. They said that science has revolved around materialism. Basically, anything you can see and touch that can be studied by science.
Yeah.
Everything outside of materialism is
Theory.
It's theory, or it's hocus pocus. It's cringe. Not cringe. What do you call it?
Ew, it's so cringe.
I forget. But, dude, it's blowing my absolute mind. There's this one boy, I think it starts in like episode 3 or 4. His name is Houston, I believe. And he's from Atlanta. And his story is just insane. Like, grew up severely autistic, non-speaking, nonverbal, and mom had 3 other kids, a terrible husband, and she just grew up thinking that he was basically kind of just almost like a vegetable. You're just like, there's no way to communicate with him. There's no way.
There's no hope for like real growth or anything. It was just sustaining. Yeah, that's a bummer.
And she separated from her husband and was living alone, working a ton to provide for the kids. And she like came home one day and she said, this was the turning point of me seeing that there's something like he can connect to telepathically, because she said she was so physically, emotionally, everything tired. And she said, I was so tired. I was shaking. Like, and I just sat on the couch and I was just shaking. Like, she just felt terrible. And her son, Houston, walked downstairs, sat at her feet. He said he's never done that. He was like in his teens, like 16 or something.
Mm-hmm.
Could be getting this wrong too. This is all secondhand. But sat at his feet, and she said that he moved 24/7, never stopped moving.
Yeah.
Sat at his feet, looked her straight in the eyes, which she said never made eye contact ever, and said, I love you.
Verbally.
And
Oh my
never
goodness.
spoken in his life. And she's just like, whoa. And then through that was the beginning, figuring out that he could read people's minds. He could see what they were thinking. And through the whole, what do you call it? They call it speaking. Or no, sorry, spelling. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, like
spelling.
Finger spelling.
It's where they have like the tablet or like whatever for them to communicate.
Yeah.
Figuring out that he's like, I've been in here the whole time. That was the first thing he said. Like, I've been in here the whole time. I've been aware this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And she just broke down crying. And it was a terrible thing. He said the worst thing that he felt bad about was that he, earlier in the years when they're still living with their dad, that the dad was abusing the daughter, and he wasn't able to speak or communicate that this was happening.
But
so
he
he
knew
felt
it the whole time.
Torture.
Because he could read the dad's mind.
Yeah.
Right?
But it starts with him talking about this place. He says that he goes to this place with other kids, other people that have this ability of telepathy. They said telepathy is just the tip of the iceberg. It goes way deeper.
When you say go to this place while he's sleeping, or
No.
mentally?
Mentally. They call it the hill.
Yeah.
He referred to it as the hill. And he says, we meet there, we teach each other things, we pray for each other. And it's like this community of kids that have this ability. They go to the hill. She's like, wow, that's wild. And then met another kid in Atlanta. His name is John Paul, and they're friends. And he referred to it as the hill as well. And continues on, is like, this is a wild concept, right? But then it was her, I believe, 5th episode. Before she released these episodes, she was interviewing this other mom in, where was it?
It was like Texas, right? Like
No, yeah, it might have been. No, it's Chicago. This kid was from Chicago. And the mom's talking like, yeah, he talks about, he goes to this place called The Hill.
Mm-hmm.
No communication with these other people.
They don't know
scary.
each other at all.
They're
Golly,
using the same reference at calling it The Hill, where they go. And they specify it's not like a physical place. It's like not dimensional. It's like it's like a place where their consciousness goes. And they said, but it's like in the shape of a hill. But it's like not dimensional. But this kid from Chicago talks about how he talks to other kids around the world, like one from Denmark, one from Texas, one from like just all over the world.
Yeah.
And it's like, what does this mean?
Yeah. And is it being tested like them following up with these people, meeting?
Yeah.
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 So like
It's-
they're touching base with all these people and somehow they've never had contact with each other.
Yeah. But it's a part that it's proven is all these kids can speak multiple languages because all these other kids from all over the world are coming together and they're teaching each other things. An example was it was a 2-year-old non-speaking autistic kid. He could speak 7 languages
Like what?
that he's never been taught before. And he's 2. And it's not him speaking.
How does
when I
science
say
explain
speaking,
this?
it's him doing the words and stuff on the pad or whatever that is 7 different languages.
Have we seen the videos of them doing the pad touching?
Yeah,
and stuff
I got the Patreon thing to Telepathy
and that's
Tapes.
all legit.
Oh, really cool.
Yeah.
Okay, that's amazing. That's really incredible. Because
Yeah.
like every time I hear the hill, what do you guys think of? The city on a hill.
Oh yeah.
It's like that's immediately what I thought of when
Wow.
it was called the hill. I'm like, oh, that's how Jesus talks about our
Yeah.
kingdom.
It's just been messing
Yeah.
like it's
Because
been,
if this is real,
yeah.
if it is true, like then like why aren't we talking about it? What is science at? Like why isn't this on the news? Like,
well,
why
that's why I'm stoked about this podcast and this like more
Yeah.
and more scientists and teachers and professors that are like, okay, well, there's a lot of proof. Like
Yeah.
these people don't know each other and they all go to this place and they all call it the hill and they can speak multiple languages. They can do abilities that are just insane.
Yeah.
They call them spiritual gifts. And I'm excited because eventually they talk about the majority, if not all of them, they interact with Jesus.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. NDEs and this have so much
Yeah.
crossover.
Exactly.
And they're completely different experiments. Oh, that's so trippy.
Wow.
But
Yeah.
they interviewed this one professor from Cambridge, and he was actually knighted by the Queen. He was for his studies and whatnot,
Yeah.
discoveries. But there's one test that he was into this telepathic stuff since the 1950s, which is crazy because that's like very taboo back then, you know. But there was this one scenario where this severely autistic boy who was almost 100% blind, and he went into the optometrist. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
And they figured out that he could see through his mother's eyes.
Yeah, like
What?
he could read the thing if he was reading his mom's mind.
Yeah. So his mom was in the room, and there was the letter board,
Yeah.
the E and like all that. They said, "Can you read these lines?" And he got everyone right. And it's like, no, this is impossible because you're like 99.9% blind.
I don't get
And
this.
they said, can the mother leave the room? She left, and he couldn't read anything.
Could you
and
see what you was seeing out there?
Yeah. But then they tested it. They did the test even further where they had him do different like cards and stuff like with numbers, letters, colors. Or not him, but the mother who was 5 miles away.
Wow.
So, and he got everyone right.
So it has nothing to do with like physical proximity. It has everything to do
No,
with like,
they can put their consciousness. They can go. They literally across the world.
That's insane.
Dude,
Yeah.
why isn't like Elon just funding this stuff? It's like, let's figure out what humans can do. Let's just study
but, like,
people.
I don't even know if there's anything to study consciousness though.
And is that why it's not big news? Because like, okay, so what can we do with it?
I would be curious.
well, I think it's still a little taboo. Like people have a real hard time believing it.
Yeah,
still.
they're like a-
Yeah, is it like
Even with proof, it's like okay, this seems like a trick.
Well,
is it
and
like
it-
big phone companies? They're just like, listen, if they can communicate across with just their mind, we're out of the business.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
make-
maybe.
Apple's like, we make no money.